he said, okay, we will give you proof, and we'll let you remember some of it. But they would, before that, they said it would be better if I didn't remember, because it would be too difficult for me here if I remembered the visits. And I said, no, it would be too difficult if I didn't remember. Oh, I had an argument for everything. And the next thing I remember is waking up on my bedroom floor, and my body just rose up, not, like up onto my feet, and I went right to the window, and I saw a big ship, and it was bright orange in color, and the windows had like a yellow lighting coming from, I could see porthole windows, and there were colored lights, 2 different colored lights running around them. I remember green lights, but I'll be honest, the other color I don't quite remember. It was either red or blue, but they were like lights that ran all the way around the ship. And I'm blinking my eyes to see if I'm dreaming, and it just felt so unreal. And then I saw the ship just sort of went into like a slice in the sky, like it went into another dimension, or if you held up, it's hard to describe it. It's like something, a slice in the sky opened, even though I couldn't see a slice in the sky, and this ship just went behind it. Now that's what I interpreted it as. Now, what really happened, I could speculate. It could be some kind of cloaking device that went on that went across the ship, giving that a type of an illusion. I don't know. I went back to bed. It was about 3 in the morning, and I kept thinking, oh, that's strange. That's really strange. And I got up in the morning, and I told my mother, I said, I started telling her what happened, and she said, oh, your grandmother and the neighbor were up late last night watching a huge UFO over the field for several hours, and they described what I saw. And I think it was odd we didn't talk about it any further. Oh yes, also during our conversation on the ship, I forgot this. They told me not to talk about it with anyone because they wouldn't believe me, and they might put me in a hospital. That it was, and they didn't want that to happen. So they said, don't talk about it with anyone. They just won't believe you.
Let me ask you a few questions which just arose. First, you said they deliberated when they consulted each other if they want to let you to remember. How did it look? Did they all of them participate? Was there any hierarchy of the beings? Was there? Can you see them talking? Can you hear them talking? Any of that sort?
It looked like 2 or 3 of them left the room, and I could not hear any talking, but they were gone for, I couldn't give you, it was more than a few minutes, but not longer than 20, around that, anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes.
Can you describe the insides of the ship? Anything that would give us any clues? Which ship was that? How close it was to human sci-fi shapes? Any details? Anything specific to them or specific to us? Anything that would make it different or common to what you imagine? And that would also serve us to see if it was like a screen memory, or maybe it was real, like anything that would help to discriminate that.
Oh yes, the ship looked exactly like pictures that I had seen years later from a gentleman who was taking very good shots of UFOs down in Florida, and it was I was kind of surprised to see the exact ship I had seen, like a saucer, but more. I drew a sketch, you know.
Oh, you have a sketch?
Yes.
Later we'll just take a photograph and we'll incorporate.
Okay. And anyway, one thing I do remember, I took, you know, a lot of stuff's coming back to me. When I was on the ship, they said the implant, the use for the implant was to help with communication as well, and that they would be able to communicate with me. And I'm thinking, okay, whoa, now I've really gone nuts. Because a few days later, I was in school, and I started hearing them, and inside my head I'm going, oh my God, I've really cracked up. I could hear like an inner voice, like a telepathic voice almost. Not
Was
actual
this
words.
voice just communicating with you or controlling you?
Communication.
So there was no time in life when you would feel that they control you completely and you lose the control of yourself because they control you.